Have you been looking for the secret path to be able to learn how to play guitar? Well, there's good news and bad news about that. On one hand, there isn't one. On the other, there are lots of them. It's not that hard to learn how to play guitar if you just focus on a couple of basic things. Take it one or a half step at a time. Don't be trying to do too much too fast. Sometimes I'll have students come in for their first lesson. We might work on just finger placement, being able to play a single note or two notes in a row. And what we're really focused on is tone. It's really important that the note sounds clear as a bell. Not like that. There's a buzz on that note. That's not what we want it to sound like. So first you need to focus on just getting one note to sound good. Then connect a few into a melody. Something like Yankee Doodle or Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So, but I'll have a lot of times a student will come back at their second or third or 15th lesson and have not really, not only have they not mastered what we were talking about, but they have not really got a grip on it. They say, yeah, okay, I understand it, I just can't do it very well yet, but I will. Let's go on to the next thing. Let's go on to the next thing. And that's always dangerous. Well, usually. There are times when it's okay, but it takes many years to get to the point where if you tell me as a student that you've just haven't had time to get to it, but you understand it completely and need to know a little bit more about the next step, that's something I might let intermediate or advanced students get away with, but beginning students, I shouldn't even say get away with, but beginning students have got to really make sure that they get a complete grip on everything for each individual little step. That they can play notes, that they can play chords, that they understand the names of the notes, that they understand what a major scale is, and that they understand how to practice changing from one chord to another. The important techniques that, again, are sometimes difficult to find in online guitar lessons, but these are the kinds of things that a real instructor in a store will be able to bring up with you. And so again, the biggest thing I work on with beginners is correcting mistakes from day one, making sure that if they are having a problem with something, we figure out what it is. Again, it could be hand position, it could be body position, it could be the type of guitar they're playing. There are just so many issues, and you really can't address them all. The student, of course, has no real foundation to be able to figure out what's causing these problems. So this is where, again, a qualified instructor and a talented instructor and great educator is what you really have to find in order to play guitar and progress at the pace that you're going to want to.